season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Chad calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Chad talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. Right there, 3. Here we go, tight left. 3 now. Get it.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Open man is Higgins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's go.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Baker Mayfield, the 2nd-year quarterback from Oklahoma, will pilot this offense as the Browns get set for their 1st drive. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year. It's Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
45. Hey, box truck. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Watch the safety creep. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Hey, alert 33. Check 3. Okay.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Browns. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll make it 3rd down. But look now at the starters defensively for the Broncos. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Tighten up. Hey, check 24. Hey, alert. Check.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Denver getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. And maybe...
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A give running right is Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go. Hurry.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
And the Browns first down.
Hey, alert 3. Check 4. Hey, switch gears. Out.
Now Chubb running right. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And some room to run now. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Newton. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Rashard Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. For the Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 26. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, come on. Go. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. So we got to step it up. Chance. Hey. Kings. 45.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Regular. March 47. Watch the screen. Hey, team 6.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check hot. Hey, alert 33. Check mark 45. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. Check 45 to Mike. Hurry.
And again, it's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Real. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, time.
Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. A first down throw for Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Switch.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Nifty move by Gordon. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They go play action. Mayfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run it here with Gordon. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On first down, Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I smell fear in that offense.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
You go take. You got take. You got run. Show it up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 36. Hurry. Kill. Like that.
They run it again with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. For Nick Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Check 45 to mile. Check. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Throwing, Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Hey, Charlie. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Watch twins.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. 49, check 49, check 49. Up, left. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 50. Hurry, hurry.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll go again with Lindsey. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Hey, Orvin. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Check, 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 check. Jim, 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 Jim.
Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
33. Ball. Check 45, come on. Check 45.
Now Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. And it was the Lions who emerged victorious in that one. Danny Amendola, he had a touchdown reception to help the cause. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of an... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. This is Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Real.
Let's get off the field, defense.
Tight dog. Watch safety creep, creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check 43.
Regular.
Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This from long, very long range. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. Now, guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
King. Switch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense. The Browns drive about to get started. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, I 7. Watch the safety creep. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Shoot. Check 3. Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Switch it. Come on, switch. Point it right. Hey, alert. Hey, Haywood. Mike 27. Hey, let's get this. Tighten up.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now Newton with his first throw in OT. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pushing through the contact. He'll buy some time right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a third down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Back to throw, Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Quarters with you in this one. I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game.